Hello everyone, in today's video I'll be discussing or talking about my experience freelancing in Japan for 14 hours a day for the past 6 months. It's nearly 6 months, but hey, it feels like an eternity. So this is my video, this is my experience. I'm not trying to, this is not a flex or this is what you should do or shouldn't do. I'm just telling you my experience as a freelance web developer in Japan, working for 6 months, around 14-hour days, 5 days a week, including some weekends, depending on the week. And the reason I'm making this video right now is that I've finished one of my projects, which means I have a lot of free time now. So I'm so happy about that. I have time to do what I want to do now, and I'd like to share this happiness with you. Or also, this is a lot of pain I'm sharing with you, so take it how you will. Okay, we're going straight into my schedule. So exactly what I did every day, or more or less what I did every day to keep working. So I will show you simply. As you have seen in maybe a previous video, I have a dog. So this dog is a Mame Shiba. So the Shiba types do not use the indoor toilets. So 7:30, actually before 7:30, this guy just wakes up much before 7:30. So gotta take this guy out for some, release himself. Is that the right word? And a quick walk around the block. Shouldn't go over 30 minutes and feed the dog. And then also get myself a coffee in the morning. I always have a coffee in the morning and some light biscuits, something like this, right? These kind of small biscuits from 7-Eleven. It wouldn't go past under 200 yen. So I'll have myself a coffee in a cup, and some biscuits in the morning. Okay, 8:30 is, so my project, as you see here, the project one starts from 10 a.m. But I have time, I always keep at least an hour and a half in the morning to just prepare myself mentally. I have my own to-do for the day. So I know today I must do this. For project one, I must do this. Project two, I must get this done. So it kind of gives me time to get ready for the day, to get pounded by work. So I prep a bit and get ready. I also, because I do the previous day's work, I have to some do stand-up meetings, some just need a list of things you have done, and I have certain pull requests which I give to a manager and say, these are the pull requests from yesterday, this is the task I did, please check and give me the feedback. Okay, so in that time I kind of write down yesterday's work. And I don't, for one of the projects, which is great, I don't have a stand-up meeting. I just have a morning I have to notify the manager of what I did and how to check what I did. So once project one starts, I kind of don't touch project two, right? I try and fulfill the requirements of that contract, that between the times of 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. I try my best not to touch project two. Sometimes you cannot help it, but I'll give you some information about that later. So project one, from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, basically I'm doing meetings and checking code reviews. It's a lot of that with the project one. And some projects are not the same. Some projects, a lot of meetings and a lot of time spent on a lot of time wasted. I see it as a waste of time, but other companies don't. And then 1 o'clock comes around, that's lunch break for 1 hour. I usually have something very quick, something like a granola and yogurt, and then just toast and peanut butter. I really like toast, so I'm good with that. I'm pretty easygoing. I don't really care about food too much. Anyway, and then also because my dog doesn't do the toilet stuff inside, I have to take the dog out again. I choose to take the dog out at lunchtime, and then also I need to refresh my mind too, because I've been awake since 7:30 and I've had a lot of things on my mind. So just having another 20 minutes extra at lunchtime to walk around, clear my mind out. It's really good. I'm still probably more overweight than I was with just working on one project. So also that you have to take that in consideration. And then also, if there's an important meeting, ideally you'd have it in your lunch break for a meeting for the project 2. So you have a meeting for project, okay, so a meeting for project 2. Sorry, the cursor was not there. The meeting for project 2 can be done in your lunch break, if possible. If not, hey, take 10-20 minutes of your other times of your project 1. Ideally you don't, but hey, if you worked as an employee of another company, being subcontracted, you'd always have meetings and waste of time things in that company anyway. So I feel that I myself, as an entity of a freelance entity, if that makes sense, have my own obligations which I must fulfill. Okay, so now I go back to work, and then project 1 ends 7 o'clock. Dog has to go outside, feed the dog, feed myself, walk the dog. I just said feed. Okay, we feed each other, or not together. We have separate food, of course. And then I have to walk the dog. I come back. If I have to shower, I do the shower then. If I have to do something which I have to do, I just do it in that time. So 7 till 9 is basically life stuff. That could be, maybe you have to quickly go shopping for tomorrow's food. Maybe, you have to put something on the posts. You have something you have to do. And then I drink another coffee now. So I have one coffee in the morning, and I usually have one coffee around 9 p.m. and that's project 2 starts. So project 2, I would get, during the day, I will have some chats with project 2. And I could reply if I have to. But I'm usually working on project 1 for the daytime. And also remember, different projects have different time constraints, or fulfillments. One project is 8 hours a day, the other project can only be maybe 5 hours a day. Okay, so it depends on the contract you have. I have another video which shares how I did 4 hours before. 4 hours of one project, another 4 hours of another project. The thing is here, guys, just because you work 8 hours here and you work only 4 or 5 on your second, it doesn't mean you have a less or higher output, because you're working with different types of projects. My project 2 is just me on the front end, so things go real quick, real fast. Bugs get fixed real quick, features go out daily. It's really good. But if there's another project where there's multiple people, the company cultures are more steadily, easily going, things are double checked, triple checked, things don't just go smoothly and quickly. And I'm not saying this is bad or that, just saying that 4 or 5 hours work in one company can be quite different to 5 hours work in another company project. Okay, so then I just work from the 9 to around 1 or 2. Is it? Yeah, 1 or 24 12. So around 1 or 2 a.m. I'd finish the second project. Now just once I goes like 1:30 or 2, I'm just done. I just knock out, and I'll explain a bit more about that later. So that's generally Monday to Friday. Now, of course, sometimes you get sick, and then you have to take the day off or half the day. Maybe you have to go to immigration. Okay, we're not adding in those that equation, but in general, this is how my days look. And finally, after like 6 months or so, I don't have a second project and I can do more things. But yeah, that's basically what it would look like. If you ever do 2, you can mix and match. One could be 5 hours, one can be 6 hours. It's up to you. But that's how I did it. And yeah, it's we'll go on to what exactly I coded. So the 2 projects is I'm a front end dev mostly. I have experience in back end, but it was mostly these 2. Project 1's React, TypeScript, Tailwind CSS, I was a front end guy for 6 months, and I'm not going to go too deep into what it was. It is it's a I can't share that information. It's confidential information. But basically, I was in charge of a front end application by myself, and then the second project it's with the team, and it's a Next.js project. Quite different. How they both worked out is quite different. And the number 2 project I'm still doing. I'm not sure if I will continue or not, because I can either extend for a further 3 months, and that's something that's in the works now. But just that's 2 types of work I have been doing. And the great thing I just want to share with you is that if you're doing 2 projects at once for 6 months, you'll basically I would say you'll work basically 1 year and 6 months. You do a double job in half the time. So I'm getting much better at, not as great as I should be, but I am getting better at quickly making things with React and learning a lot more about Next.js. And then of course, a little bit more in TypeScript. I'm not, okay, don't think that when you watch this, I'm like some great engineer. I just got this book here. I've got to clean up myself. Okay, I know that I'm a bit of a dirty coder. I just want to release things quick and just get it and look. You click and it works. There's no test or anything, and the naming is like some silly name I made up because I don't have time to think. So another thing to remember: that doing 2 projects at once might tire your mind and make you an even worse worker than if you were just doing 1. Anyway, I digress into and if you see any of my other videos, I talk about freelancing in Japan. If you speak Japanese to and you have at least 3 years on a specific skill, like let's say React, or the last video I made was about a Golang engineer, how you can make quite well. There's so many services out now to use, so many services out now that are trying to target me, right? Advertising, or even just emailing on LinkedIn. I don't get so much foreign companies trying to reach out to me, or I don't get Japanese companies. I get a lot of agencies, and then when I apply for these, they give me a call straight away, and they really get me into a project ASAP, and there's so many around. So just to let you know that there are so many projects around to work a lot of hours as possible. But do not work 14 hours on one project, because when you go over the 8 hours a day, they cannot give you that overtime. I made another video about this too. Please check out edit. You have to do it. Be smart about how you work 14 hours. Don't work 14 hours and get paid only for 10 hours, which you do with some companies. Work 8 hours of one, try your best, cut it off there, start again fresh with another company. If you're going to go through the 14-hour route like I did. Hey, if you're that crazy, maybe you can do 16-hour days. If you have no dog to walk, you have no responsibilities, some people crazy out there, they can do it. They drink espressos all day, all the Monster Energy drinks, and that. Tyrone, no, look, you said you become a freelance for freedom, but look at you're just in the matrix now. You're just in the matrix. You just get better in the matrix. Some people might say that, and yeah, that's something I do think. I know it's a joke, and it's usually someone who's never tried anything will tell you, you find out who this guy is, and you go, oh, bro, what your opinion is? You're not even trying anything yourself. So yes, you do feel a lot more like this. It's not a doing 14-hour days freelancing and making double of what I would be making. So the numbers are real simple. Like, okay, let's say I can make 800 man a year, or 700-800 man a year for a common generic Japanese IT company. I can make the same amount from one project freelancing, and then the 14 hours after or whatever, you can make then it becomes like 1500 man. So you can just say like okay, not US dollars, but Australia, New Zealand, it's 150k a year. It's great, isn't it? But just you're sacrificing a lot, and if you get really good, you can get like 200k a year, but you're still in this matrix, yeah. So it's it's sometimes you have to go in the matrix, maybe understand it a bit, and get out and do something else. I don't know, but that is I know some of you guys on my channel and in my community are quite based. That's the word. I don't know. You're a bit out there, and you're really smart. But I mean, yeah, you're sacrificing a lot. And then once you pull back, you ask yourself, is it worth it? And it's, I don't know. I just discovered wine 2 weeks ago, so I don't know how to drink it properly, but it's and something now. Look, that's WOJACK there. He's working all these hours, and that is me. I look like trash. I look like trash now because finally I've been drinking wine the whole weekend. Just finally being able to relax, drinking a bit of this, a bit of these two. These two keep me going. And actually, what I say is that to make myself go sleep some nights, I got to drink quite a bit of this. Because if I don't, you guys know, some of you guys are real, what's the word, like autistic or something, right? Or like your mind keeps working. That even I work like 14 hours, my mind wants to go harder, wants to work more. So I'd have to like dumb down my mind, like kind of numb it, so I can go sleep, which is not a good thing, guys. So just be careful when you do like these crazy hours that you might have to rely on substances which are not ideal on a regular basis. My skin's got kind of messed up, and so just keep that in mind. In New Zealand, some people go like they work on weed, they smoke weed and stuff, but it's not allowed in Japan, right? It's illegal. So you have to find some substances to keep yourself from going crazy, because overworking in IT will make you crazy. I think reading this book will probably make me a little more crazy too. So I'm prepared to get better at writing clean code. But just remember, this is first world problems, and also middle class problems. First world class. I was a porter when I was university. I was doing this a lot. I was helping luggage to people, getting paid minimum wage, driving people back and forth from the airport to the hotel, helping people with their luggage, dreaming of coming to Japan. So you gotta think. I also have to be a little humble about it. That some people out there would work that much just to help support, what I'm trying to say is that you don't even have to work this hard in IT just to put a roof over your head. I'm well fine. Like, I've got my cheap curtains. My place is this place is not so expensive. It's in Tokyo. It's great. I have no complaints. I'm not complaining. This is one thing I want to make sure you guys understand. I'm not complaining. Just saying, like, I get it. Some people might look at me and go, "Oh, bro, you're making that much." Yeah. What about me? And I go, yeah, I get it. It sucks. You just have to get good, right? Somehow. It's not easy. So I just have to put that out just to let you know that I get it. I'm not complaining. Okay, so now, what now then? What now? I've been through that. I could go another 6 months, charge more and make more and save more. And then it's like, no, because it's not, I know this is cliche, but I don't feel happy about this. The money doesn't, actually, I don't even need that much. I wear like trash t-shirts from Uniqlo for forever. My cell phone is a $200 Motorola. I don't even need it. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Buy a Jeep? Rental a Jeep? What am I gonna do? Get a tower mansion mortgage for 35 years in Meguro? what am I going to do? Go hunting a Minatoku area and then trying to become like those kind of... No, I'm a pleb, right? I'm a pleb. So, but I'm not gonna... I don't know if I can go back to Okinawa and just become a bushman, even though I was the happiest there. Why not? I don't know. This is so difficult. You cannot leave Tokyo. It's so hard. I was so happy there. I was so happy there. It was great. But now I got this guy, right? With this guy, gotta look after this guy. Take him for walks. So now I will do more of this stuff, more happy things. So what's next then? What's next for this channel and for what I'm gonna do? What is a man supposed to do? See, yeah, this is what I gotta do. I gotta get back into fighting. Gotta learn how to choke someone. You know, it's great. See, this choke is not a good choke, right? That's not a good choke. I haven't locked in my legs. He can probably squeeze out somehow. He's still got one hand on my lower hand. What else can I don't know. So I gotta get good at choking people. I'm a stand-up guy. I used to fight when I was young. Someday when I get good at YouTube, I'll do a YouTube boxing. But get good at get fit and exercise, guys. That's one thing I want to do. And then, okay, just to finish this off, I'm gonna keep doing this. Not getting drunk with getting drunk with a lot of people is fine too, but I will try and do what I enjoy doing, and I like talking and helping people get that freedom in freelancing. Maybe that's what I'm meant to do. I'm not here to write Next.js code. I'm here to help. I want to help people who are in the same footsteps and might need a boost or might need a bit of advice, or maybe I can introduce you to another company, which I have done already to some people. But that's more worth it. That's one of the happiest meetups I've ever done. Anyway, that's enough for me. I want to finish this off, and yeah, I'll catch you soon, hopefully. More of this. Like, sub, Discord, LinkedIn. Bye.